Good afternoon, boomers. The voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Ether, hard forks, Bitcoin, world reserve currency, the Pundix smartphone, and more. Today we'll be talking about all of that as the rest of the boomers tune in to this live broadcast. Rafterman's in the building. Kaboom! Drop it. Indeed, guys, hit the buttons, the like, the subscribe, the post notification bell, the ding ding. Stay tuned into the good crypto word that we spread here daily. Button up all the buttons immediately. Shout out to all the boomers tuning in. This indeed is a live broadcast. We are warming up the crypto oven, preheating thanks to 450 and beyond. Today we'll be talking about Ethereum hard forking, what that could do to the price. Apple, the co-founder, Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak talking about Bitcoin world reserve currency, the Pundix smartphone, and more. Rafterman saying, "How you doing, sir? I'm doing excellent today." Rafterman on my day off, enjoying myself and feeling better than ever. Timmy Timmerman's here. He says, "Woosah!" Shout out to Timmy out there, guys. Make sure you're touching the buttons, all the buttons, the like, the subscribe, and you're bookmarking the page just in case you don't get those post notifications. Indeed, we'll be checking out today's mathematics before talking about Ethereum hard fork and what it could possibly be doing to impact the price, where it could go. Apple's co-founder Steve Wozniak is talking about Bitcoin being the world reserve currency, and we'll also talk about crypto smartphones, a trend that's definitely caught our attention. I think it could lead to Bitcoin adoption, the Pundix phone, and more. Mr. Alpha's here. He says, "I've heard about this. What does it mean? Will the price be going up?" We'll be talking about that. No one really knows, but I'll share some articles that are talking about where the price could go for Ether as it approaches its hard fork, I believe today, or if it hasn't occurred already. The Constantinople and St. Petersburg. We'll be talking about that as well. Truce is in the building. Let me drop a bomb for Truce. Ian in the house. We got Alpha in the house. Timmy, Rafterman, Crypto Maniac, Savages in the trenches, looking like 300 crypto Spartans, thirsty for that crypto blood. Guys, touch the buttons. Button up right now, guys. I need you guys looking sprucey. Shave up. Throw the #1 or the half there on the beard. Stop looking like a commie. Indeed, the Mikester says, "I believe it will drop when it comes to the Ether price." We'll talk about it. Let's see, what the consensus is here amongst the boomers and what are the articles saying. But first, let's check out today's math over there on CoinMarketCap to see how healthy the markets are looking. I turned off the coins. Let me hit refresh. Look at the market cap on live at 129 billion on the crypto bags worldwide. Bitcoin dominance at 52.1%. Bitcoin seems to be holding its support line there at 38.54. It hasn't moved much. We got Ether there at 137, looking a little slimmer than this weekend when we saw that flash pump. And we'll be talking about this hard fork and how it could impact the price. Will it go up? Will it go down? Or will it remain trading sideways? Ripple looking like trash out there. I don't know why anybody's holding the bag. Kaboom to Rafterman. He sparked up the population of the chat box here with $1 on the super chat. Guys, follow the leader out there. Follow the leader. Rafterman dropping a little ducats here in the bucket, sprucing up the super chat and continuing to fire up the engines out there. Let me throw a sniper for Rafterman, crypto brother, showing love. Guys, do you have $1? Do you have 5 on it? Do you have 10 on it? Don't show up to the party empty-handed. Drop a positive comment, and we accept gratuities there for the super chat. We got EOS at 355, up 1.92%. You know how I feel about Ethereum on steroids. Looking healthy, looking good indeed. Litecoin at $46, up 1.65%. Bitcoin Cash at 131, down 1.5. Stellar down 1.67 at 8 cents. We have Tron at 2 cents. Binance continues to gain weight. I've been saying this one's looking like the Amazon of crypto, like Barry Bonds and Mark McGuire in their prime, swinging for the fences. Binance is making revenue. That's the bottom line. A lot of these coins, they're just a bunch of talk, a bunch of hype, and they may actually be working technologically wise. But as far as creating revenue, that's what really matters at the end of the day as far as if growing. Truce with the positive comment, $1.99. Truce, the crypto comedian. Guys, check out Truce's channel. He's out there doing funny skits, crypto related. I appreciate that, Truce. $1.99 on the positive comment. Let me drop a little ducats here in the bucket. Indeed. Thank you so much, Truce. Tron at 2 cents. Binance 10.37. Satoshi Vision looking like trash, down 5%. Cardano, one of the most highly speculated coins as far as the boomers here in the box. The first scientifically peer-reviewed blockchain should be implementing some usable something by the end of the month or in April. We're waiting for that, patiently waiting. Monero at 49, IOTA at 28 cents, Dash at 83, Maker at 666, Neo at 898, Ether at 426, Neem at 4, and then we ended off at Zcash. They're at 51 as the rest of the boomers tune in. Mr. Alpha says lots of blood on CoinMarketCap. You know, there is some red there, but it seems like Bitcoin is supported at $3,800. It looks like that's a new support line for the bits, if you ask me. ABBC coin is up 150%. I've never heard of this coin. This one's pumping. How about Steam? Steam looking healthy. You know, it's one of my favorite blockchains. Steam, a decentralized social media platform where users can earn for posting, for commenting, for liking, for sharing. Indeed, one of my faves. Raven coin is up as well next. So Icon, we talked about Icon yesterday on our crypto coins watch list. We identified a few coins yesterday on our crypto watch list, including Pundix, Wave, Theta, amongst other. You guys might want to check out yesterday's live broadcast. We did some investigations. Engine is up as well after it is supporting the crypto wallet that will be issued on the Samsung X10 apparently. And we'll be talking more about crypto smartphone. Pundix has released one. And like I said earlier, I think these crypto smartphones are going to do the crypto industry well. I think it's going to add to adoption. We'll see what the losers are today. Pundix losing as well. Okay. Safe, Quant, Crypto.com, Decentraland, 0x, and ARK. Okay. Indeed. True says Steam, let's go. Yeah, Steam is looking sexy today. It's up almost 12%, and it's about time. Steam has lost a lot of weight. I remember when Steam was dollars, it even went up to like $6, $7 at one point per coin. And what's nice about Steam is that you also earn Steam and Steam-backed dollars on that blockchain. So, you know, I see a lot of blockchains trying to mimic Steam. Steam has some holes in the boat, but it's definitely a pioneer, if you ask me, when it comes to crypto and social media. Let's go ahead and talk about Ether. Constantinople hard fork is occurring after all the promises that Vitalik and friends have said over the past over a year or so. We know that Ether has some difficulties when it comes to upgrading and expanding its capacity, its utilization capacity. And hopefully this hard fork will begin to repair that. Okay. You could see this article I have linked down below. Constantinople incoming, tomorrow's 2 Ethereum hard forks explained. This was posted yesterday, so this hard fork should be occurring sometime today if it hasn't already. The world's second largest blockchain by cap is expected to activate its 6th and 7th system-wide upgraded, at which point its global user base will be asked to make 2 near simultaneous changes to its code, known as Constantinople and St. Petersburg. Both upgrades will be implemented as hard forks, says this article that I have linked down below, or upgrades that add new rules to the Ether software that are incompatible with past versions. Both will also take place at the exact block number 7,280,000. Should users decide to upgrade St. Petersburg, will effectively disable part of Constantinople code discovered back in January to host a critical vulnerability. We do know that things were postponed, and that's why they had to swap out to St. Petersburg. It's confusing, I'll be honest with you. St. Petersburg, Constantinople, I've heard of Casper, plasma, sharding, all these things, guys. At the end of the day, will it work, and will it gain some weight for the price? Okay, will it gain some weight for the price? I came across this article over here on cryptodaily.co.uk. It was posted today. It says the ETH rally is Ethereum expected to rally significantly after the hard fork. Let me repeat that. The ETH is expected to rally significantly after the hard fork, says this article on Crypto Daily posted by Fakan. Okay, so let's see. let me see if I could read you a quote. We believe that the most likely scenario, says this article, is that the number of margin shorts will decline in the weeks ahead to pave the way for another ETH USD rally that could push the price north of $180. A less probable scenario would be for ETH USD shorts to form a bullish Gartley. This would mean that the number of margin shorts would rise steadily from current levels, thus increasing the pressure on ETH USD and limiting the odds of a successful rally to the upside. Okay, things might be in favors of the bulls for the short term, and you guys could read the remaining of the article here, the entire article that I have linked down below, as the rest of the boomers tune in. We're talking about ETH hard fork, and this article says they expect it to rally after the hard fork. Vitalik sharded his pants, says Bit Papa. Kaboom. Vitalik needs to do something at the end of the day. Champ, good afternoon. Shout out to Queens Races, my crypto brother. Welcome to the population. We're just firing it up here. We've been on for about 10 minutes talking about the Ether hard fork, Constantinople, St. Petersburg, and what that means for the price. Will it gain weight? That's the bottom line. Will it gain weight? Vitalik sharts on his soy garden for fertilizer. That's funny. Champ, if need your opinion, people often compare Bitcoin or gold, but gold hasn't been a good investment for a long period of time. Do you think Bitcoin will follow the same pattern? I disagree. I think gold has been a solid store of value for some time. It's the volatility, I mean, it holds itself pretty well. Now, if you're expecting it to kaplump, to kaboom, you know, I don't think that that's the route. Gold is a store of value. So it's something that, you know, if you would have held gold for the past, let's say, 30 years, I'm sure that it would have increased or held its value better than paper currency, which would be inflating. You know, it's inflating every day. It's, every day you hold this bag of paper, there's inflation every single day. So, you know, I disagree. Just don't expect it to kapump. In the foxhole, but I made it by. Says CryptoZilla. Shout out to you, kaboom, CryptoZilla. Palladium is taking over gold spot as we speak. I know you've talked about that as well. Shout out to my metalheads. Shout out to my metalheads. When it comes to metal, it's ancillary to crypto or brothers with crypto. And, you know, metal is something that's been around for thousands of years, and it stores value. It's not something that you're going to buy gold and it's going to 100x. You know, it's that's something that I would compare it to. Bitcoin is not like any gold. You can't see it or hold it. It's digital gold. I think Bitcoin's gold on steroids. You know, it has different properties. It's just different. You know, it's just comparing apples to the oranges. There's some similarities, but as far as the scarcity, but and I don't think they're in competition. I think you should hold some gold, in my personal opinion. You know, some silver, some metal. Shout out to my metalheads. Indeed, shout out to Alpha, CryptoZilla, Derek McLean, Truce, and the rest of the kaboomers. Let's talk about what Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak had to say about the bits, the more bits. Bitcoin's falling out the ceiling, guys. Bitcoin, world reserve currency. It's something that Champagne has been saying for some time. I think that Bitcoin is already the world currency. It's just going over people's heads, and people haven't realized it. It's setting a new standard. If you ask me, a new day, a new era, a new kaboom out there. Let's check out this article out of ambcrypto.com titled, Apple co-founder Bitcoin has seen massive value creation and will become world's reserve currency. Says this article over here on AMB Crypto, posted by Akash Giramath. Okay, Apple's co-founder Steve Wozniak spoke about Bitcoin at one of Bloomberg's events on the 26th of February. He also addressed topics ranging from AI and machine learning to Bitcoin, and how it will become the world reserve currency. How it will become the world's reserve currency. Again, it's something I've been hinting at for some time now. Steve Wozniak, aka the Wonderful Wizard of Woz, is an American inventor and electronics engineer who co-founded Apple with Steve Jobs during his sit-down with Bloomberg. Wozniak said that he still stood by his prior comments about Bitcoin becoming the world's reserve currency. Wozniak said, and this is a quote from his interview over there with Bloomberg yesterday, I'm not sure that I can buy that. We've seen a massive value destruction, but I think we've seen a massive value creation. Psychology will often drive the markets. I never invested in Bitcoin as an investor. I only had Bitcoin to experiment with and find out how to buy and sell things around the world and find restaurants that accept Bitcoin. Bitcoin is mathematically defined. There's a certain quantity of Bitcoin. There's There's a way it's distributed and it's pure, and there's no human running. There's no company running it, and it's just growing and growing and surviving. That to me says something that is natural, and nature is more important than all our human conventions, says Steve Wozniak when it comes to the bits. The bits. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think about this. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think about Steve Woz, the wonderful Wizard of Woz, says this article. Indeed. We got Derek says, do you think the future people will be Bitcoin as a store of value or an investment in the future? I think it's a store of value. It's my opinion, Derek. So far from what I'm getting. Champ, some news today. Cryptopia says they're opening back up Monday, says Queen's Races. Litecoin partner with Glory Kickboxing, and Ontology has shown search engine has its own search engine powered by TokenView. All right. Thanks for letting us know that info. Cryptopia opening back up. Litecoin partnering with Glory Kickboxing, and ONT has its search engine powered by TokenView. Okay. BitPapa says, but you could buy gold with crypto. You can't buy crypto with gold. That's interesting. That's a good point. I mean, in some ways you can, but like directly, no. Yeah. You got a point there, BitPapa. Queen's Racist says ONT Explorer. The ONT Explorer there. The Ontology Explorer. Okay. Mr. Alpha says, Litecoin is my favorite. It's the new silver. The price of the dollar will be zero. Crypto is the future of money. Shout out to Mr. Alpha. You know the deal out there. Kaboom. Food apps are about to accept crypto, says Oscar Alibars. Well, I'll tell you, I think that crypto is going to start becoming more adopted more because of these smartphones that are being issued with crypto wallets. You've seen the Engine crypto wallet installed there in the S10 that say they're about to roll out the new S10 on Samsung. We've talked about that. We've talked about, was it Decentraland partnering with HTC? BAT partnering with another phone. I mean, we've talked about it all week. Smartphones are being issued with crypto wallets, and they're partnering with smartphone. I think it's going to cause a lot of adoptions, and I will expect, Oscar, food apps to accept cryptos through those means. You could check out this article that I have linked down below. Pundix new phone can switch between blockchain and Android. So now even Pundix has the X phone. Okay, Electronium has a phone, and again, BAT is associated with the phone as well. I think with the Samsung X10, and then it was a Decentraland that was partnered with HTC. Correct me if I'm wrong out there. But now Pundix got a phone. It could switch between blockchain and Android. Blockchain device manufacturer startup Pundix unveiled new specs for its blockchain phone, which it plans to release to the public later this year. Revealed at the Mobile World Congress in Barcelona this week, the X phone will let users switch between a traditional mode that supports Android apps and a blockchain mode, which will grant users access to decentralized apps loaded on the device. Customers will be able to make the switch with the push of a button, a blog post by Pundix explained, adding that this feature is made possible by loading both Android operating system as well as Pundix Android-based function XOS. Okay, guys, you could read this whole entire article, and here's a screenshot of how the phone could look. So interesting. Look out for these smartphones. They're going to be crypt walking. Everybody's got the crypto there in their smartphone. Now, I wouldn't hold the whole bag of crypto in my smartphone. I'll tell you that. I would expect these smartphones to have back doors. If you ask me, most of them probably built out there in China. And I don't know if they're our friends. I'll tell you that much. There's been reports there that they've been building back doors in some of the devices. But anyhow, you know, maybe have a couple bucks on it. And for, you know, day-to-day adoptions, probably buy a Snickers or 3. It's okay. Cryptozilla says USD is considered the main petrodollar, which is separate from the petro token funny bunny thing. Indeed, K. Archie's here. She says, who will America steal from if folks go on crypto? Oh, this country is about to have a wealth shift. Well, that's the whole thing about crypto. It's decentralized, and it's, you know, arguably more sound money than the funny bunny legacy fiat currencies that we're dealing with now. Snipe them out the box. Snipe them out the box. It's Pundy, not Pundy. I know. They've told me already a few times, but Champagne's rocking with Pundy. For Champagne, I'm going to call it Pundy. And I understand it's pundy, but, you know, I'm going to rock it how I rock it. Champ, also, Nash Exchanges is sponsoring the upcoming Bitcoin Expo, MIT Bitcoin Expo, and they'll be talking about the exchange March 9th and 10th, says Queens Races. All right, there you go. There you go. There you go. Thanks for letting us know. America will tax and ban crypto if they want to. Let's see. You know, let's see. If people will accept that. There's Funny Bunny out there. Backdoors will get you sniped out the box. Be careful. Shout out to my snipers out there. If you're just tuning in, it's The Voice here. Your favorite YouTuber, cryptography's finest. Guys, touch all the buttons. Touch them right now. Molest them, caress them. Do it how you do it. But I need you buttoning it up and staying sprucey out there. And I keep saying this. If you're rocking a long, commie-looking beard, looking like Che Guevara, I need you trimming up. Sprucing up, buttoning down right now. It's a new day, a new era. We're Crip walking worldwide. Can't let that sample run too long. They try to flag me the other day just for the drums, guys. Just for the drums, they're trying to flag me. It's incredible out there. We got to shake all these haters off here on YouTube. You know, they've been trying to throw soy EMPs at us. Yesterday, we got knocked offline. That's what's going on out here, guys. Attacks on the left and right flank worldwide. But because of guys like Queens and the rest of the boomers out there, like Rafterman showing love here in the super chat, we continue to fire. I appreciate you. Boom. If you're just tuning in, we talked about Ether hard forks, Bitcoin world reserve currency, says Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak, the wonderful Wizard of Woz. And we got the Pundix phones, smartphones worldwide. Guys, I've been telling you guys, stay focused on the Crip out there, on the Crip walk worldwide. Most of the industry suits have backdoors too, says Big Papa. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised, guys. I think the Chinese, they stole most of, or they're not even stealing out there. They're already in bed with Google, Apple to spy on their citizens. And, you know, now people are starting to become more awake to this, but we've been knowing. Queen's Races with the 2. Boom! Boomers, hit the like buttons, the ding, ding. Touch all the buttons, the subscribe, the like, the post notification bell, the thumbs up. Stay tuned in to the good crypto word that we spread here daily, deep within the foxholes of the blockchain battlefield trenches. We got a crypto army, a crypto platoon of savage brothers, and we got a crypto sister here in the box as well, sniping at whatever moves. The crypto chicks are here as well, and you know the deal, guys. We may have a small crew, but it's quality over quantity. Crypto savages in the box. I need you guys going to the gym, strengthening yourselves. I don't want any fat boys here in the box, and I don't want anybody looking like the Walking Dead, a.k.a. Vitalik out there. You need more whey protein. You need to eat some more eggs in the morning, guys. And, you know, don't fall for the vegan meme. You know the deal. I got buddies chirping lately that the global financial recess and a worldwide crypto is going to happen, says CryptoZilla. That's been the buzz for a while. Let's see. You know, I'll tell you this much. If you guys are not believing in the bits, look where it's gone from pennies on the dollar to thousands of dollars. It's already, in my personal opinion, the world reserve currency. Big Papa had a point. You could buy gold with crypto, but you can't buy crypto with gold. That's the deal. That's an important point to make. Bitcoin world takeover, says Double X. Indeed, toilet paper will be worth more than fiat. Look what's going on in Venezuela, guys. They need a wheelbarrow full of paper, worthless bolivars just to buy one chicken out there, just to eat, to munch up on an evening out there. You need the wheelbarrow out there. We talked about World Economist, or an economist out there in Venezuela that had an op-ed in the New York Times, and he was talking about he stores all his bags in the bits. More bits and more bits. I told you, get a bit and put it under your pillow and hope that the bit fairy will bless you with a little bit more bits. Kaboom. I got Mr. Alpha says toilet paper will be more than fiat. Indeed. Indeed. We already said that, but you're right. K Archie says, Mr. Alpha, you're stupid. So you guys are laughing in the box. That's good, guys. It's always positive energy, positive movements out here. It's all about the boom, not the doom. If we come across any doomers, we'll remove them and only focus on the boomers. That's why Champagne don't like doing, you know, these clickbaity negative headlines or not, or talking about this is a scam or this and that. You know, I keep, you know, the positivity out here, the kaboom, the kapump. Forget about the doom out here. I want a kapump and kaboom. I had an old friend saying the reason for some of these banks like Wells Fargo's were down because they had issues moving to the new system. The Fed will go in swift banking as well. We'll see. And then they'll try to throw the Trojan horse in the form of Ripple, and Ripple will supposedly save everything. But, you know, if you're going to fall for the dumb meme, that'll probably last not that long. You know, as the system arguably crumbles out there, they may want to use a Trojan horse in the form of Ripple or maybe some other one. That's why I don't believe in these glorified databases, guys. We need a decentralized blockchains. That's why the bits is looking sexy. And then we got Litecoin that's looking sexy as well. With the Mimblewimble promise. I like that. They're eating out of garbage cans in Venezuela. Yeah, it's bad out there. It's bad. These the commies, the socialists have taken over out there. And it's straight garbage. It's garbage. What will happen to crypto is the USD if the USD gets stronger over time and doesn't crash. Well, it's not going to get stronger over time because they keep printing. There's not enough money to cover the debt. How many trillions of dollars of debt is there? There's not even enough money circulating to pay off all the debt. So by definition, they have to keep pumping and inflating the system. So you can't get stronger if you keep inflating the currency. So, I mean, it's just a matter of time before the train runs off the track. Mr. Alpha says, see, banks always talk so bad about Bitcoin and crypto. Meanwhile, they're buying up massive shares of it. They don't tell you this exactly. Look what Jamie Dimon was saying about Bitcoin. It was a fraud, then behind everybody's back. They're placing orders, and now they try to whip out a fake crypto coin. They're doing whatever they can to crip walk. Okay? But Bitcoin is here, guys. The bits is here, and it continues to maintain its support there at 3,800. And just a few years ago, guys, this thing was pennies on the dollar, guys. If you haven't figured it out by now, I don't know what else to tell you guys. We're crypto enthusiasts, and these are our personal opinions. Of course, we're not pros, and nobody knows what will happen in the future, but it's looking sexy for the bits. Let me drop a bomb. CryptoZilla says, not about Ripple, but something like that. Is all controlled. The decentralized crypto is only going to be for us that are awake. And yeah, not only the decentralized ones, but the private ones. Okay, privacy. You know, privacy is important. Monero is sexy. That's why I like the Mimblewimble there on Litecoin. Don't sleep on privacy. Don't sleep on decentralized exchanges, because as the game shifts, they're going to try to throw these regulations, and there's, you know, they're not going to go down without a fight. They're not going to go down without a fight, guys. I hope this bear market lasts another year or two, then starts a long bull market. Let's see. You know, that's what, you know, a lot of boomers have been saying that. They're not mad that things are down right now. They're like, you know, it's an accumulation period, and perhaps maybe you know, some of the powers that be are trying to accumulate as well. Again, no one knows, but you know, as crypto enthusiasts, this is what we're speculating. Am I the only one that does the bomb drop hand movement when the bomb drops? Well, go ahead. We'll drop another one. Oh, indeed. They use inflated currency as leverage in currency market. USD will trade sideways forever. There you go, says Zenyatta. Snipe Jamie Dimon, says Double X. Empowered to be able to hold your own bags without Big Daddy, says CryptoZilla. Indeed, that's what it is. You know, that's why it's comparable to gold, because if you actually hold a bag of gold, you know, nobody's holding it for you. You're holding your own bag instead of putting it in, you know, paper gold, or putting your money in a bank and letting Big Daddy hold it for you. If you control your own private keys, that's empowering. They don't want you to crip walk, guys. They don't want you to crip walk. Shout out to Truce, Zenyatta, Alpha, Double X, Main Event, a big Thursday kaboom to all. Shout out to Main Event. I appreciate you, main event. CryptoZilla, Mr. Alpha, Derek McLean. We got crypto brothers. I like to see familiar faces in the box. We've had a few new faces. Mr. Alpha, you seem kind of new. Zenyatta, I've seen here before. Truce comes by. But it's day one crypto brothers that stay here in the box. We got a tight team. We got a tight team of snipers. CryptoZilla's been one of our snipers out of Tokyo for a while. High-ranking official, 5 stars. We only got decorated crypto soldiers in the box, indeed. If you're just tuning in, we talked about the Ether hard fork. Let me know what your opinion is. We saw this article over here. I shared it over there. It says Ether is expected to rally significantly after the hard fork. I'm 50-50 with Ether. At the end of the day, I almost dumped the bag, okay, because of all these promises that haven't been met. I expected a little kapump before the hard fork, and it did happen. We went to about 160, 170, and there was a dump on them. And what do we expect to happen with Ether now? Do you expect it to rally after the hard fork, like this article over there on cryptodaily.co.uk says? I don't know. We'll see. Champ, do you believe that the government has a kill switch to the internet? I mean, that would be like an EMP, right? That would be like an electromagnetic pulse. We've talked about that. They hit us up here with a couple EMPs, little baby ones, little bagel EMPs with cream cheese. But, as far as a whole one for the world, I wouldn't doubt it. Again, we're just speculating. We don't know. We don't have any direct plug, but it certainly seems like it could be a possibility. Truce says, I'm here to stay for sure. I appreciate it, Truce. Yeah, I'm new, but I love your content, bro. Thumbs up, says Mr. Alpha. I appreciate you, Mr. Alpha. K. Archie says she's crip walking. Keep on crip walking out there. Derek McLean says, I want to find the next Google and Amazons of crypto. So does everybody else. Derek. There you go. Archie says, I mean, me too. There you go. Derek says, I think EOS and Binance right now, we know that you're the Binance maniac, the Binance general, talking about Binance before Champagne believed in it. So I got to keep it 1,000. Champagne keeps it real. I was not entirely a believer, and Derek kept telling me, Champ, Binance, Binance, Binance. And look at it. It's crip walking. It's crip walking right now. Binance is looking sexy. That's not to say that, it may not go Mount Gox on us, but for now it's looking sexy. Zenyatta says, I want to see how ETH performs with upgrade before I buy. Okay, that seems conservative. I'm not mad at that. Most dApps move to EOS. I know. That's how I felt, why I felt some type of way about still holding the Ether bag when about 60% of these decentralized apps are now being hosted on EOS. EOS is sexy. I've been telling you guys about EOS. I've been holding that bag ever since it was, I don't even know, $15. I'm holding the bag. I like it. TRX and EOS is dApp kings right now. Right. TRX has a significant share of the market as well. One thing to note is that about 90% of the dApps, though, that are on TRX are just gambling apps. dApps, excuse me. As opposed to EOS, which is more like, I think like 60 or 70%. There's less gambling dApps and more of a variety. But yeah, you're right, Zenyatta. CryptoZilla says, got scars and mended bones, and you can't get ahead without continually taking the hits. Ask a pro football player. They didn't get their ride by the they didn't get their ride by the sidelines. Indeed. You're right, CryptoZilla. Ripple was the next Google simply because Ripple is not a cryptocurrency, but more sort of like a hybrid prototype. I think that Ripple is the Trojan horse, Alpha. I think it's the Trojan horse. It's the fake crypto. And, I think it smells like central banking. And that's the deal out there. It looks like a glorified database. And I think it's the Trojan horse, indeed. Archie doesn't trust Ripple either. It's the Clinton coin. They had Bill Clinton. They had some Federal Reserve agents talking at their conferences, I believe. And, it's kind of stinky. It's a stinker, if you ask me. It's a stinker. 25 crypto maniacs here in the box. Ripple was whack. I'm good, says Queen's Races. Zilla says they didn't get there by riding the sidelines. And indeed, you got to jump in the game eventually. You just can't watch. You know, if you want to be a winner, you got to be in the game. You just can't be watching it. You're right, Zilla. Jigger Romes is here. Another crypto brother in the box. Boom, welcome back. Champ, how many ETH are needed in order to stake? I believe it's somewhere around 30. Somewhere around 30. I think it may be exactly 30. You may want to, you know, Google that, but I think it's 30 to stake ETH. So apparently this hard fork is going to make for staking on the EOS, on the Ether blockchain, excuse me. So I think there is going to be a minimal amount, and then you'll be able to receive rewards. Let's see how that all works. I've been hearing about this for over a year now, guys. So, I mean, I'm not entirely convinced that everything's going to check off. I'll be honest with you guys. Mr. Alpha said the reason why it's centralized, but it's also decentralized. Best of worlds, both worlds. I totally disagree. You can't be both. That's playing funny bunny. It's a trick, and you can't mine Ripple. And most of the Ripple is owned by the powers that be. It's not. And who uses Ripple anyway? It's straight trash. It's straight trash. Alpha. You know, it's an ongoing theme out here. It's a stinky bag. Ripple's a trick. It's a trick street ho, says Double X. So there you go. I mean, you know, I know there's Ripple believers out there, but I think it's toxic to the crypto sphere, if you ask me. The Trojan horse. I'll take a few more comments and questions before I go ahead and tune down, land this plane here on this broadcast. Always a pleasure as the boomers tune in, all the love. I appreciate it daily. Guys, if you're not tuning in daily, do it. Bookmark the page. We've been shadow banned by the powers that be. They knock us with soy EMPs on some of the live broadcasts, knock us off. And you know the deal, guys. You know the deal. They don't want us to win the crypto walk out here, but we will. We'll be on daily, so it's up to you to bookmark the page because you're not going to get your post notification. Ask Derek about it. He comes here daily, and he never gets his notifications. He knows the deal. The ETH upgrade happening soon at block 728,000, currently at 727. Okay, so it's happening today, yeah. Jigger roams. Boom! Silent lurking in the foxhole, our crypto brother. He's got 2 on it, guys. It's because of the boomers like Jigger roams, like Rafterman, like Queens, that show love here in the population of the chat box, that we're able to continue swinging for the fences, like Barry Bonds, like Mark McGuire. This goes to Baby Champ's formula fund, although now he's drinking that whole milk, so it's going to his milk fund. No more formula for the champ. Well, I mean, he's on the transition right now, the Baby Champ, but he's drinking that whole milk. And you know, we got the milk from the Jersey cows, the good ones with the A2 protein, guys. We're focused on the health out there, guys. You know the deal. Shout out to Rev, our Cardano general. Hey, kaboom. Queen's Racist says, if anyone likes Ripple, they might as well buy JPM coin. Also, it's a waste. You got a point. Yeah, you might as well just go ahead and buy JPM coin as well. CryptoZilla says, ethstats.net to watch if you like this geeky stuff. Okay, yeah, thanks. ethstats.net. Let's check that out. ethstats.net. Probably got a countdown or what. So here it is. It's a sexy block explorer for Ethereum, and you can see the block number that we're at right now. And we're supposed to upgrade there at 728. We're currently at 728. We're currently at 727. A few more comments and questions before I go ahead and head out. You're checking out estats.net. You can monitor the blockchain there. This was recommended by CryptoZilla. I appreciate it. We've talked about the hard fork and how it may impact the price. I have no idea. I'll tell you this. I'm still not convinced that this hard fork is going to really work. I don't know. You know, let's see. We talked about Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak, the wonderful wizard of Woz, talking about Bitcoin as the world reserve currency, something that I've been saying for a while. And then the Pundix phone, you guys can see the Pundix phone over here. It's going to be a blockchain phone. Blockchain phones, guys, smartphones are the next wave. Or they're the current wave. Forget about the next wave, the current wave. And there it is. This is how it's going to look. This may lead to mass adoption. Forget Fidelity, forget Bakkt, forget JP Morgan, forget about these clowns. You know, how's the everyday layman going to use the crypto? Cardano has built a university to train 2,500 students in blockchain tech to build upon Cardano as a mass adoption takes place. Cardano's planning way ahead. Yeah, and I think they're making partnerships with some other countries or whatnot, if I'm not mistaken. Right, Rev? I haven't stayed up to speed with that, but let's see how that all shakes and bakes. Shout out to Rev, CryptoZilla, Derek McLean, and Queen's Races, K Archie, Mr. Alpha, Jigger Romes. Thanks once again for the chat. I appreciate it. Let me throw some dollar bills there. The ducats there in the bucket. And all the crypto maniacs tuning in worldwide. All right, guys, I'm going to fire down this broadcast. K Archie's asking where Cardano University is. I have no idea. You may want to ask Rev, Archie. Rev here is the Cardano General, and I think he's top 8% holder of Cardano worldwide. Or so he says. I believe him at this point. He's going to get a crypto castle for all the boomers. Cardano's universities in India. There you go. Mr. Alpha says, didn't Bitcoin get a recent upgrade before its crash? And it's been upgraded several times there, Alpha. It's the BIP, the Bitcoin improvement protocols that are proposed there on the GitHubs. And then we're currently in the middle of a Ethereum upgrade, an EIP, Ethereum Improvement Protocol. I bought another 15,000 Cardano today. Rev doesn't play 95% of the bag in Cardano. He's not even holding Bitcoin. He's gone crypto maniac to the extremes. I try to tell Rev, hold a Bitcoin just for champagne. Throw it in your shoe. Throw it in a sock. Hold a bid, a half a bid or something. Derek sold all his BTC a while ago. There you go, Derek. So not everybody, is agreeing with the champ here, and I like that. We don't have to all make the same exact movements. Rev just dropped 600 on 15,000 Cardano. Alpha has 48 bucks in Bitcoin. There you go. It's in my personal opinion. Again, I'm not your crypto daddy, and Derek will tell you that, and Rev will tell you that as well. I'm not anybody's crypto daddy, but in my personal opinion, throw a bit under the pillow. A little bit for the bit fairy. Put it under the pillow. Derek sold all his bits, but he has nothing against BTC. There you go. Queen says Rev is on fire. Yeah, Rev is not playing games with Cardano. He keeps doubling down. More bits, more Cardano. Boom! Yeah, he's going hard. I mean, harder than I would. I don't know if I would go that hard, but, that's what it is. K Archie says Crypto Daddy. Yeah, that could be a handle for someone. Crypto Daddy. Bit monster. Derek McLean says champ made me like Bitcoin more, actually. There you go. I'm glad something got across. Queen's Racist says, what if Revs open up his castle and when he welcomes us, he uses a Cardano robot? There you go. All right, guys. I'm going to fire down the broadcast. Enjoy my day. Guys, go check out I was watching Jones on Rogan. That was an interesting broadcast. I'm not convinced if Rogan's a shill or not, and Jones, I don't even know. That Bill Cooper, the father of all this conspiracy stuff, behold a pale horse. He said that Jones was a shill. So, and he went down in a gun blaze out there. We may talk about that on Friday, the Coop. And everybody's trying to follow his lead out there. Jones is funny as fuck. Yeah, I mean, interesting broadcast. It was like a 4-hour there on Joe Rogan. And at least, he brought him back. So that's cool. We may talk about Bill Cooper there on Friday as well. Guys, make sure you tune into the Friday broadcast. We have a general open discussion on Friday. Crypto diet, exercise, weightlifting, self-improvement, open discussions, things that are ancillary to crypto. And, tune in. I'm going to have to I say this every live stream this week, that I'm going to put together a playlist with all those broadcasts. I will. We've had some good discussion. Make sure you guys are no fapping out there. I don't want you guys looking like Vitalik at 3 in the morning playing PS4, fapping around either. Archie says, thank you, champ. Thank you too, Archie. Bill Cooper was the real deal, says Zenyatta. Yeah, he was the realest one out there. He went out in a gun blaze. They didn't want him to win out there. I mean, this guy, we'll talk about that. I'm the Cardanator. Cardaninator. I like that, Rev. Have a good one, champ. You too, Alpha. Thanks for stopping by out there. Make sure you come back and bookmark the page, Alpha, because you're probably not going to get any post notifications with the shadow ban going on over here. But we're usually on at this time, early afternoon, late mornings. Bill Cooper was an interesting fella. Yeah, indeed, Rev. Behold a pale horse, Double X says. Yeah. Cryptozilla says, I don't know Bill Cooper. Well, we'll talk more about him on maybe tomorrow's broadcast. Tomorrow we're going to do 2 broadcasts. Every Friday we do 2 broadcasts. And maybe we could talk about the Coops tomorrow. But Coop said Jones was a shill. Alpha says, we'll do, champ. I already subscribed to you. Indeed. Thank you so much, Alpha. I appreciate you. On that note, I'm going to go ahead and fire down this broadcast. Make sure you hit the replay if you came in late. We talked about the Ether hard fork, Apple co-founder Steve Woz talking about Bitcoin world reserve currencies, Pundix smartphones for crypto, and more. Everything's linked down below. I'll be back tomorrow with the good crypto word. D-Rock, our crypto brother, stepped in late. We're signing off here, D-Rock. But we'll be back tomorrow with the good crypto word. Nice to see you here in the box. On that note, guys, I appreciate all you maniacs. Go to the gym and pump some weight out there. Stay strong out there, guys. Stay strong. I don't want you guys, sipping on the soy and being pumped with estrogen out there. We want strength in the box, indeed. Strength in the box. Shout out to D-Rock, Zenyatta, Cryptozilla, Alpha, Rev, Archie, Double X, and the rest of the boomers out there. Derek, I see you guys. Stay tuned into the good crypto word. We'll be back tomorrow. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's biggest cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.